So what I just wanted to say was the reason I chose this drawing to draw an orange was I just thought it was easy, and that was the first thing that popped up in my head because I was thinking about what still life object to draw, and orange was the first thing that popped up. And so I just took an orange and started drawing. And the surprise thing was that when I was drawing standing up, I was thinking that it would be hard because I never drawn standing up before. So it's new to me. And the first thing that I was trying to work on is work on my arm, meaning like drawing from my arm and my shoulder, because that's what artists say, rather than drawing from the wrist, because that is how we're taught in school. So when I was standing up and doing this drawing, I was so surprised that it was so easy for me, and it was like natural, and I felt so comfortable doing it. So I kind of said to myself that, I'm gonna start drawing like this all the time because it's easy and it feels like I've been doing it for a while. And I do recommend you guys, whoever's gonna draw or start drawing, that if you can find like a tabletop easel, get it. And you really don't need it, but if you can, it'll help you draw from your arm and your shoulder, which makes it easy because you're training that muscle memory to grow. So that's what you want to do. And that part, when I was doing this orange, it was easy for some reason. And that's why I kind of liked it. And the other thing that I kind of was worried about also is when I was approaching this drawing, I was thinking about, okay, how can I draw in an easy way? If you approach it in a way, when you look at something, they ask you, what shape do you see? So if you draw a shape first and you try to make it easy on yourself that way, approaching it in a mechanical way, fundamental way, it becomes easy for you to draw. So that is what I try to do. That's why you seen me draw a square, because the reason I was drawing a square, I was trying to get that perfect shape of a circle. And also I drew a square for the reflection of the orange because I was trying to keep that orange match the original orange, if that makes sense. So I kind of got it, and I was approaching it in a, simple way, and I was just trying to make it simple for me. But this drawing literally took me 3 hours and 30 minutes to finish. And I was surprised by that too, because I thought it would take longer. I thought it would take tomorrow to finish, the next day. And I didn't want that because I didn't want to take a photo of the orange and then use a photo reference. I wanted to use a still life object because I wanted to train the eye that way. And I feel like it's better to draw from a still life in real life when you're looking at it in a real life way rather than in a photographic way. You can use a photographic way, but I feel like real life will probably teach you more than a photograph. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. And yeah, so just approaching this, and as you see what I'm doing right now, I'm just working on the shadows. I'm going on the dark tone, the mid tone, and the light tone. And the pencil that I'm using is HB, 2B, 4B, 6B, and 8B. So light to dark. I was just using those pencils to get all the shadows in. And as you see what I'm doing right now, I'm literally working on the baseline of the shadow. And first, what I was thinking when I was drawing this orange is to just draw the circle and then shade everything in. And then use the kneaded eraser to bring out whatever shadow or light shadow that I needed to bring out. And that's what the kneaded eraser does. Like if you're doing charcoal drawings, you can use a kneaded eraser to bring out the light areas of a figure or a still life object or anything that you're drawing. That is what it's used for. So that's why I was thinking about using the kneaded eraser. If I shaded the whole orange in, but I didn't do that. I just approached it a natural way, and it still worked out. And you know, comment down below if you think this is an orange, you know. And if you do like this video also, please subscribe, share, and you can also let me know what how I did. And you can also tell me what you want me to draw next. And if you like these type of videos, I can do more, which I am going to do more. And plus I like challenges because I feel like it's much more better, you know. And I can try my best to take that challenge of whatever you tell me to draw, I'll do it. So now that you see what I'm doing right now, I'm working on the reflection of the orange. So I had to make this more darker. And I think I had to go over it twice. Also for the normal orange, I had to go over it twice. And you'll see later on in the video that the back shadow of the orange, when I try to do it, I made it too long. So see what I'm doing right now? I made it too long. Later on, what I do is I cut it down because I thought it would look more realistic. And that line that you see right there is basically the back of the table. So I didn't want the orange to look like that it's floating in the air. The other thing that I was struggling with was the shadows. One of the other things you can also use too, see for me, when I was doing this, I had my hand up. It wasn't sitting on the paper or the board, so there's no smudges. Sometimes if you're gonna draw, use a paper towel or a napkin so your drawing doesn't have to get smudged up, you know. But yeah, as you see right there, I'm using a kneaded eraser to bring out the lights. And I'll go over the outline too. And right now I just slowed down the time, the speed. So yeah, see, now I'm going over the edges because the shading went out of the outline of the orange. So I'm just taking all those out little by little. What I noticed when I started drawing this, it gave me confidence. to be honest with you. Every time I draw, it gives me like a real sniper focus, where I love that, where I don't have to wander off or think about anything. I can just focus, and I feel confident when I draw. You know, I feel comfortable when I'm drawing. It's like another different world that I get into, and I like that because I feel free. You know, I can express myself. My other thing is also to learn in drawing is how to draw off my head. That's the hardest thing that I struggle with. So I'm gonna learn that slowly. But what I'm just trying to learn right now is try to get into the habit of drawing things every day. Whatever I can draw, whatever I can see, whatever I want to draw, I'll pick it up, put it, and just start drawing it, so I can get better. So then later on, at least, it won't bother me, or I can go into a different medium like digital painting, or I can also use charcoal or different pastels or painting and stuff like that. So and this is where I turned back to and look away. See, I turned back and look because I'm trying to see if you guys can see the drawing, and then I move. And by the way, when I was holding these pencils, my palm was so sweaty. It was sweaty. Right now, see, again, I'm almost done. And I go back and then I erase it. See, because I thought, nah, I didn't really like it. I think lessening the shadow makes it look more realistic to me, I guess. And there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? I liked it. I liked this drawing. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video.